Hey, how's it going? This is Kane Frost, and I wanted to talk today about dealing with uncooperative women. Alright, so what's the trick on how to deal with them and how to make them comply? There is none. When you deal with somebody who's uncooperative towards you, you gotta realize that and you pretty much gotta move on because they're never gonna change. And it's the way that they see you. They don't see you as that romantic partner. They see you as, like kind of like a joke and kind of like, maybe aloof. It's basically something that they're not attracted to in a physical sense. Now, they will talk to you and they might flirt with you and they might give you a number and get your hopes up and all that other kind of stuff. But when you notice these signs, then that should be your cue to pretty much walk away and talk to somebody else. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. So, if you're talking to a person and let's say you're throwing out some flirtatious vibes towards them and they kind of take those whatever statements or whatever you're trying to say to get them to react, and if they use that like kind of like in a laughing manner and they're kind of like joking maybe to their friend or something like that, or just joking to themselves, playing it off, not really taking whatever you're saying serious, then that's a sign of disrespect towards you. Like if you're really trying to move something towards or forward with this girl in a sexual vibe, flirtatious vibe, and they use that and kind of like laugh it off, then that's them not really feeling you and just showing disrespect. I've dealt with these women before and they never really hook up with anybody. And when they do hook up with people, it's dudes that are really, really not interested in them as well. And they, basically they meet their own match and they find a guy that they like who's not really interested in them, who makes them a challenge. But that guy also is really, really not, like I said, interested in them at all. And they'll give them hope. And then the girl ends up usually chasing the guy, whatever, for a short time. And then they realize that that guy's not into them, and then they move on to the next person. And like I said, I've dealt with a lot of these females, and they're just pretty much time wasters. It's usually they're kind of like not even attractive, but if wherever you're at and there's not a whole lot of women, and you do run into these girls, you might want to sit there and because your odds of finding a good-looking person there is probably slim. Because like I said, there's not that many people there or women there. And then you're going to talk to one of these girls, and then they're kind of like I said, throwing whatever you're throwing at them, they're kind of like just laughing it off in a sense. Then you just got to know that, it's not ever going to work out with this person. I mean, like in any kind of way, like I don't even, maybe touching, but I don't even think you're going to get to like the kissing part. You're not going to get anywhere past that. If it's kissing, I mean, there's what else is after that, so you're not going to get anywhere with this person. They're just going to pretty much be wasting your time. So like I said, if whatever you're saying towards them, you can sit there and say, so what do you find anything, what do you find attractive in a man, or whatever it is, where you can tell them, what you like to do to a woman, sexually, whatever it is. Like I said, and if let's say you tell them a certain whatever sex position or anything, it doesn't even have to get that deep, but what I'm just saying is you give them anything and they use that example or whatever you're telling them and they laugh it off, because they basically see it as a joke to them, and they look at you like you're a joke, so, and they won't be so blunt about it and say that's stupid. That's just their way of trying to keep you attached because no other guy is talking to them. So they're trying to keep you around because they love the attention, but they don't see you as that sexual attractive guy. So they're just going to use you for that attention. And like I said, these are little clues to pick up off of to know that it's time for you just to move on. Like it's never going to work out with these people, with this woman. I've even had like, where I'm talking to a woman, and I get these cues off of them, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm saying I find a way to exit the conversation, and I leave. And then if one of my other friends starts talking to them, I'll let them know that they're a time waster. Nothing ever's going to happen. and it's up to them if they want to continue. Some friends, depending on the situation with the women, they'll try and they usually get nowhere. Or some of my friends listen to my advice and they kind of agree with me that, it's just a waste of time. So those are uncooperative women. You don't want to ever try to change them. You don't ever want to try to, sit there and stick around and try to show them a funny side of you or sexual side of you or whatever it is. They know that they see you as that certain way, and they're never going to change. And you sticking around and doing whatever is never going to change their feelings towards you and the way, they're going to see you in that type of person. So it's best to just move on. Don't try to, like I said, don't try to change them, and don't try to stick around in hopes that they're going to change their mind about you or their feeling about you, whatever it is. So if she is good looking and she is doing that to you, then just move on, because it's never going to work out. But girl that is feeling you and you start doing those kind of things, they're not going to laugh about it and make a joke about whatever you're saying. They're actually going to be into it and smile about it and say that that's, whatever. They're going to basically reciprocate what you're saying to them, and just be like, ooh, that's kind of cool, or that's kinky, or whatever it is. But they're not going to laugh about it, and they're not going to make fun of whatever you're saying to themselves or to their girlfriends or whatever, trying to get them involved so they can all laugh about the situation. So that's what it is, man. Uncooperative women is just pretty much a big waste of time. And don't deal with it, and move on, and find somebody else that is willing to cooperate with you and spend time with you. All right, man, that's about it for this one. This is your boy Kayne Frost. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe to my channel. All right, man, I'll talk to you later. Until the next time, rock on in. Peace.